Hey guys, welcome back, and hello if you're new, welcome to my channel. If you're new and you're not subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button to become part of my fam. I would love to have you stick around. Also, if you want to get notified every time I do upload a new video, which is weekly, you can hit the little bell icon so you will get a little notification so you're up to date with all of my uploads. Today we're going to be doing this makeup look. I'm so in love with this look. I feel like I've done it before, but I'm so in love with it. So today I'm going to be doing a full face using all of my older drugstore favorites. Now, these are definitely still my favorites to this day. They have not gone anywhere, but I went through my makeup collection and kind of picked out all the products that I used to be so in love with. There's so many goodies in this video that I kind of like forgot about, which I don't like saying because I absolutely adore these products and brands, but you guys know how it is when you try out new products, they just kind of go to the back burner a little bit, but it's not on purpose. So I actually really enjoyed like digging through my makeup collection and really picking out all the products that used to be my all-time ride or dies, which you will see in this video are still my ride or dies, and I would 100% recommend them to you. So yeah, I had so much fun creating this video. Let's go ahead and jump right on in. Starting off with primer, we're going in with L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock. This is a mattifying primer. This is so good. It is very comparable to a higher end one in my opinion, and it keeps the skin matte, of course, oil-free, and locks in those pores, gets it all ready for foundation. I absolutely love this, and I always go back to it. Next up for foundation, this is one of my holy grails. If you've been watching me, you guys would know. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. You guys, this was my jam years ago, and honestly, it's still my jam. Like, I love it. I love the coverage. It looks super natural, but gives you the coverage you want, and your skin just looks so radiant and glowy, but like the perfect amount of glow. It is awesome. So I'm going to put this all over my skin. I'm using the shades 208 and 203 just a little bit so we can kind of tone down the tan shade, but it is an awesome foundation, and I will always go back to it. Super good. So I'm going to blend it all over my skin, going down to my neck. Also, just to clarify, these products are not old as in like went bad old. They're just my older favorites. And of course, I did go ahead and repurchase as well. So just wanted to let you know. For concealer today, I'm going in with one that is honestly not that old, but it is one of my favorites. It is the CoverGirl Undercover Concealer. I've been using this for about a year now, and I love it. No matter how many new concealers I try out, I do always go back to this one. It is such a good concealer. It reminds me of like Tarte Shape Tape, so it's definitely a dupe for a higher end one, and that is awesome in my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this in all the spots that we placed it in, and I'm going to have shades and everything linked below for you, so definitely check there, but doing it under my eyes mainly, and then a little bit by my nose, cupid's bow, chin, and forehead, just to conceal all those areas. So to go ahead and set all of that down, I'm using my oldie but a goodie setting powder, the CoverGirl True Blend Minerals in the shade Translucent. I'm obsessed with this powder, you guys. I'm going to start off by putting it underneath my eyes using this e.l.f. sponge, the same sponge we used earlier. And I'm going to go ahead and just set that down, really pressing it into the skin, not leaving too much on the skin to bake. And I'm just going to go ahead on the sides of my nose, my forehead, chin area, and then just brush any of the remainder away with a brush. To go ahead and contour the skin, I'm taking the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. You guys, this is my favorite cream contour, especially from the drugstore. It is so good. It's literally so inexpensive. I believe the packaging is a little different on it now, but it sinks into the skin so effortlessly, and it just looks like it's your skin that has a beautiful glow to it. That's a bronze color. I'm just so obsessed. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this with this brush, and I'm going to be starting off with the contours of my cheeks, really pushing it into the skin as opposed to rubbing since it is cream. And I'm going to be putting it there as well on my temples, my forehead, a little bit by my nose, and then I kind of bring it into my cheeks a little bit as well just to give a little bit more bronze there. I've been using this product for years, and I of course go back and forth with a bunch of different cream contours, powder contours, and bronzers, but this one is always one that I will go back to. The consistency and formula of it is just incredible, so I would highly recommend, and it is super inexpensive. So I'm just going to clean up the underneath section of that with a sponge and blend it all together. For additional setting, I'm going in with the NYX HD Finishing Powder in the color Banana. So it has a little bit of a tinge of yellow to it, and I'm just going to set by my nose, just a little extra, and a little bit by my eyes. Then I'll be going in with Wet n Wild's Mega Glow Contouring Palettes. This is amazing, you guys. I'm going to be taking that bronzy shade with this fan brush and basically setting over top of that e.l.f. product we used before. Anytime you use a cream, you do want to go ahead and ensure that you set it down so it doesn't slip and slide. So I'm going to be using this one to do that, but also add additional color to the skin. For me personally, this color is gorgeous and matches me perfect. I will have again the shade below, but it is so good. I literally will always go back to it. I want to say I tried this out like 4 years ago. You just cannot go wrong with Wet n Wild's. I absolutely adore their products, and this is honestly one of the best contour bronzing shades that you can get at the drugstore. I'm obsessed. So I'm just going to take a define brush as well and kind of run it through my nose to define that up a little bit and contour up my nose. Then I'm going to be taking e.l.f. Modern Metals. This is a blush palette, and I'm going to be using that mauve shade in the middle, and I'm not sure if it's still available. If it is, I will try to link it below, and if it's not, there's definitely one out there that's similar. This is an amazing blush palette. You guys know I'm not that big of a blush girl, but when it comes to mauve, running it through the cheeks a little bit, up into the bronzer, and on the nose, it is super pretty. Taking a little bit of my concealer that we used earlier, I'm going to go ahead and prime up my eyes to prep for eyeshadow. Next up for eyeshadow, we're going to be taking the Matte Bar from Maybelline. I love this. I feel like it's so not hyped up, but I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to go ahead and take it on a fluffy brush, those two shades, and just kind of set down the concealer we had, just more of those beige tones. Setting it down and then just running it into the crease a little bit. I'm going to then start building on top of that color using that deeper kind of caramel shade right into my upper crease and like bone area of my eye, just back and forth, windshield wiper motions kind of deal, just to get a little bit of definition on the eye, and I will get that fallout out later. I'm going to be then taking this brick shade, which I'm obsessed with this color. If you've been watching me, you know that I love doing looks like this. I think it's so stunning and looks great on any eye color. I'm going to go ahead and place that starting out on the outer corner of my eye and just kind of doing the placement first, and you'll see I do go back in and blend. So I'm just going to apply this on the outer corner of my eye first in packing motions and then patting motions as well, just to intensify the color, and then really bringing it into my crease and pushing it out towards my brow just to extend the lid area and extend all of that on my eye. That's obviously optional. I just like to create looks like that, and then I'm just going to keep on building it up to my desired look and just keep running it through. I do take a separate blending brush and blend right on top of that just so there's no harsh edges and everything is really seamless and kind of ombre'd together. Then I'm going to go in with this more like reddish brick color. It's at the very top of the palette, and I'm going to go ahead and press and stamp right on top of that shade just to intensify again, really pull that color and make it a little bit more vibrant, and just keep on packing. I do keep going back and forth with packing and then blending a lot on top of it. And then I will also be bringing this color down to the lower lash line area with that same brush just to kind of diffuse it down there as well. I have so many drugstore favorite eyeshadow palettes that I do go back in with, and just regular eyeshadows in general, but this one is so good. It's very like pigmented but not patchy, and I don't know, the quality of the actual eyeshadow is just incredible. So that's why I always go back to it, and I just absolutely adore this color like way. I just love anything orangey toned, burnt colors, like so good. It reminds me of fall, but it's definitely one that you can still wear now, and I just absolutely adore it. Once I blended that all to my liking, I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. This is their like glitter eyeshadow. Mine is in the shade 5. I'm going to again have it below, but it's a beautiful gold sparkly glitter. These remind me so much of these Stila glitters, like very much so. Super high quality for such an inexpensive price, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to go ahead and run this right with the applicator in the middle of my eye, kind of starting off to look more like a halo eye, I guess, just keeping it in the center and packing that glitter down onto the lid. This sticks so good, lasts all day long, and I will always go back to this. They're not that old. So I'm going to keep this shade right into the center of my lid, just so we have some brightness going on to the center and sparkle and pizzazz, and just really packing that down right into the center. Taking Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. This is the shade Molten Gold. You guys, if you've been watching me, you know this is my favorite highlighter from the drugstore. Super pigmented. I'm obsessed for literally years. I'm going to take it and really run that into the inner corner of my eye just so it pulls more of the golds right there, meeting up to the glitter. So we're just keeping the glitter mainly into the middle and having a little bit of that gold shade into the inner corner and inner area of the eye, as well as the brow bone, and this will just kind of meet and ombre in with the glitter. Taking my Holy Grail nude eyeliner. This is from Rimmel. It is super creamy and the pigment is literally there. Like, look how pigmented that is. I'm obsessed. I'm going to run that into my inner waterline of my eye. This is going to help brighten everything up. A drugstore lash that I always use is the Ardell Wispies. These are so good. I wish I had my other ones that I used to wear, but I don't. They're like discontinued. So we're using some Wispies. Popping those on, and then I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. One of my literal favorites, so comparable to like Dior in my opinion. It is so good. So I'm going to run that through the upper lashes just to mesh that with the false ones and make them really voluminous, and then a little bit on the lower lash line as well. Next, I'm going to hop back in with the Master Chrome Highlighter from Maybelline again. You guys, I am so in love with this. I cannot stress it enough. It was literally the best highlighter from the drugstore then and still is. So I'm going to go ahead and use that, as well as the Milani Make It Dewy Mist, and apply it to all of my highlighting points that I normally do. So a little bit on my tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, the very highest points of my cheekbone, and my cupid's bow, a little bit on my temples, just really starting out slow. And I'm not going to be doing like as much as I used to, I guess, but it is still one of those highlighters that are so pigmented, so like creamy, buttery, yet it's powder form. Amazing. You have got to try it. If you have not gotten on the bandwagon with that yet, it is literally amazing. For lips today, I'm taking NYX Nude Beige Lip Liner. I feel like that's no surprise. This is one of my holy grails from the drugstore. It is an amazing lip liner. Perfect nude shade for me. I love it, but your girl had to use it, so I'm sorry, but I had to. So I'm going to line my lips and fill it in just a little bit. Then I'm going to be going in with NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. They still have that hype that they had about 5 years ago. They're so pigmented, and this one is the most perfect nude. I'm just going to apply this all over my lips, and I forgot how much I absolutely adore these. I have every single like shade, and I definitely am going to be starting to use them way more. Like, hello, love. And once I've done that, that completes this makeup look. It's like the perfect summer glam. I'm so obsessed with the way it came out, and I'm so happy that I got to use my older products again. I love them. Like, you guys need to try them out if you have not. Really had so much fun creating this video for you guys. I hope you did enjoy it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.